Hey folks, how you doing and welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to talk about the Xiaomi Imilab KW66. Now over the last couple of weeks and months, we've seen a lot of budget smartwatches launching by the likes of Xiaomi or Amazfit or the Imilab. Now the Imilab only costs about $50 and definitely fits into that category. The main selling point of this watch is definitely the price and the 30 days of battery life. 30 days of battery life may be a little bit optimistic if you actually want to use some of the features. So 2 to 3 weeks is more realistic. Now if you want to compare it to the likes of a Samsung or a faster Gen 5 watch, which only lasts about a day, 2 to 3 weeks is pretty darn good. So today we're going to talk about the design, some of the features, some bugs that I found, and my opinion. So hope you like the video. See you. So first off, what do we get in the box? Of course, we get a starting guide to know how to set up the watch. We get the watch itself and the charging cable. Now we only get a charging cable, not the charger itself, so you have to help yourself out a little bit, but the USB port in your laptop should seal the deal, or just use your smartphone's charger. The magnetic charging cable is not strong in particular. It is actually not even strong enough to hold the watch weight itself, so you have to be a little bit careful about that. Now let's check out the actual watch itself. And on the first impression, for $50, this watch definitely feels like a more premium smartwatch than it is. This watch weighs 54 grams including the straps and the case, so it doesn't even feel cheap. And I love the round design since it makes it more like an actual watch. I'm really not a big fan of square watches, but that's just my personal preference. Let's get to the case itself. It's a thin metal body case, zinc alloy to be more precise, and if you turn it around, we get a glossy plastic backside. This watch is also IP68 water resistant, which means that you can go underwater with it and it won't be affected if you sweat a lot. No, overall, this watch feels great on your wrist with its 22mm silicone strap. This watch has a 1.28-inch IPS screen with a resolution of 240 by 240 pixels, so your text and icons on the watch are not super detailed, but it's not bad either. The colors are also not super crisp or vibrant like on the Huawei GT2 or such models, but keep in mind that we're still talking about a $50 smartwatch. This right here is also the maximum brightness level that you can get, but you can quickly configure that by swiping down and tap the little icon in the top right corner. So as you can see, there are 4 different brightness levels. Still, you will have a hard time reading your watch face when you're out on a bright sunny day. Now, you can change the watch faces simply by long pressing it and then swipe left and right for a different watch face. You don't get a big variation on the smartwatch itself, but if you open up the Glory app and go to the dial section, you can download some more watch faces. Still, not a lot and far away from what you can get with the Samsung Galaxy 3, but at least a few. Now the cool thing here is that you can create your very own watch face on a custom dial section. You can either choose a photo from your gallery or just take a picture with your smartphone camera. Just like that, and crop it a little bit to make it look good on your watch face. And now the last thing you gotta do is choose whatever color you want to have as your text and start syncing it. And there we have it, your very own watch face. Now if you swipe down, you will get to the quick panel. Over here you have the do not disturb mode, you have the Find My Phone app, you got the brightness level that we already have talked about, and the settings. Now the settings are pretty straightforward. There's not too many options right here. You can turn on or off the smartwatch. You can reset it. You can go to the infos. Over here you see some basic infos about the smartwatch model. And you have the QR code that you can scan with your smartphone to download the GloryFit app. Now, if we swipe to the right, we get access to the main menu, which is very limited when you compare it to the likes of the Samsung or Apple smartwatch. So you get the core and basic stuff like the fitness features, which I will cover in a bit. You get the stopwatch notifications, you get messages, you get the settings, and that's about it. And by the way, unlike with the Samsung or the Wear OS smartwatch, you cannot download any fresh apps to the smartwatch, so you're stuck with the apps that you have on here. If you swipe to the left, we get access to all the other features like the fitness tracker. That one comes right here, your steps, your burn calories, and the mileage. You have the standard 24/7 heartbeat tracker, you have your sleep tracking, you have your training features, and some basic music player. It is really just basic, it just lets you skip a track or go back a track. So let me show you right quick. If I put my cell phone right next to it, I can start and I can go forward track and I can go back a track if I want to, and stop it again if I want to. And that's basically it. Now for the last, if you swipe up, you will get to your notifications. So you don't get your notifications like Instagram, WhatsApp or Snapchat on it, but only basic stuff like missed calls or inbox and such things. And as a little side note, you do receive calls on this smartwatch, but you cannot answer or refuse them. It's just like, hey, someone is calling you, better go get your phone and answer. And that's basically it. Now over to the training modes. With this smartwatch, you get to choose between 13 different exercises like walking or running, but you also have things like table tennis, badminton, baseball or alpinism. I mean, they really could have done a better job on choosing the exercises. I would rather have a swimming mode or a strength mode than rope skipping or table tennis. So folks, let's get to some bugs that I found and to my opinion. Now, the first bug that I found is that I once received the call and the watch was vibrating and was showing me the number and everything, so everything fine. And after I finished the call, the watch didn't stop vibrating. So I had to turn the watch off and back on to make it stop. Now, the second one is that my heartbeat kind of got stuck on 130 beats per minute, and that happens twice. And I had to take the watch on and off to make the heartbeat sensor reset. Now, my opinion, what do you think about a watch? And I think it's the best budget smartwatch that you can get right now. It has the core basic features, like with the fitness one, you can walk, run, you have the cycling tracking, you have a sleep tracker, you have a great design and a 30-day battery life. So what do you want more? Now, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and see you the next time. Bye.